Okay, folks, today I'm going to be building a transmitter tower for my locomotive shop yard office. This idea was given to me by Rick of Ready to Roll Trains in Miami, Florida. If you're ever in the area, you need to check them out. They have the latest stuff. A bunch of friendly guys down there, and they have great prices. I'm going to be using an HO transmitting tower as well as an N gauge transmitting tower. The HO is TW011-01 and the N gauge model number is TW001-01. I understand that the N gauge ones are hard to get, but Rick at Ready to Roll was able to get it for me. And here we have both antennas, the HO and the N gauge. I'm also going to be using a two-directional red warning light circuit by Miniatronics, which basically puts out a flash on a red bulb. This bulb is rated at 12 volts, but because of the size of the N gauge antenna, I'm going to have to use a 1.5 volt bulb, which is considerably smaller, so I will have to be using a resistor on this circuit. Basically, the first thing I'm going to do is solder these two together. I've already cleaned them out and placed them on a straight edge here. Basically sandwich them in between the straight edge. As you can see, I'm holding the antenna on top of a plate glass with two metal straight edges. I've applied a little bit of flux to the tip and just squeeze them together. And now I'll just be hitting them with a little bit of solder. Okay, once I had the antenna soldered together, it was time for me to decide what type of lighting I wanted to put on it. So I went ahead and purchased from Miniatronics this two-directional red warning light, which is a circuit that runs on a 12-volt power supply. I tried using a Radio Shack 12-volt power supply and it didn't work. Went ahead and read the back, which I should have done in the beginning. It says must use a 12-volt filtered DC power supply. So I went out and bought Miniatronics' transformer that they recommend. It's just a basic small wall unit. It comes with two bare leads at the end. The other problem I ran into was that this unit puts out 12 volts and it comes with this 12 volt Miniatronics light bulb. Well, if you look carefully, the light bulb was too big to fit into the end of the N scale antenna. So I had to go with a smaller 1.5 volt, 1.2 diameter incandescent light, which you see it installed right at the tip of the antenna. Going down from the 12 volt light bulb to the 1.5 now presented a current problem, which I had to reduce in order not to burn out the light bulb. So I went ahead and soldered in a resistor in one of the terminals. And as you can see, the smaller bulb really looks a lot better and more scale-like at the tip of the N scale side of the antenna. Okay, so here's a daylight shot of the locomotive office, or the locomotive yard office, and the antenna. That's a 1.5 volt bulb connected to a 330 ohm resistor, and then to the 12 volt flashing unit from Miniatronics. I think the antenna came out pretty good. Here's a semi-dark shot of the locomotive yard office. So overall, it was not a hard project to do, and I think it gives the yard office some character. Again, guys, let me know what you think.